Niccolò Paganini, whimsical master. Paganini's caprices are divine chords between sanctity and the devil, as if God's inspirations were filtered through demonic supernatural forces. A virtuoso so extraordinary, whispers of deals with the devil followed him wherever he went. His talent was mesmerizing, his life scandalous, and his legacy unforgettable. This is the story of Niccolò Paganini, the devil's violinist. Don't forget to subscribe to Jet Set Misfortunes for more stories of brilliance and scandal. Born on October 27, 1782, in Genoa, Italy, Niccolò Paganini was a prodigy. His father, a strict and ambitious man, forced him to practice violin for hours each day. By age 7, Paganini was already performing in public, astonishing audiences with his natural talent and rigorous training. By his teenage years, Paganini's skill on the violin had already surpassed most seasoned musicians. His groundbreaking techniques set him apart, such as playing on a single string and his theatrical flair. He composed highly complex works, tailored to his own unique abilities, pushing the boundaries of what the violin could achieve. Paganini was the proto-jazz musician who improvised, distorted the sound, and rhythmized the violin, a free jazz artist who broke traditional schemes within the classical framework of jazz, much like Ornette Coleman. Paganini's performances were so extraordinary that audiences started to believe his talent came from a pact with the devil. With his gaunt appearance and piercing eyes, he didn't help dispel these rumors. Tales of his love affairs with aristocratic women, alleged imprisonment, and financial troubles only added to the mystique. Ever the showman, Paganini even leaned into these myths, fueling them to captivate audiences further. In Lucca, Niccolò Paganini's career took a significant turn when he served as her court violinist and composer at the court of Napoleon Bonaparte's sister, Princess Elisa Bosciacchi. During this time, Paganini began to experiment with his now iconic techniques, dazzling audiences and earning fame for his groundbreaking style. Later, he was warmly welcomed in Parma by Maria Luigia d'Austria, Duchess of Parma, who admired his genius and offered him opportunities to perform in the city's esteemed cultural venues. These experiences solidified his reputation as a musical prodigy and allowed him to shape his enduring legacy, with Parma even dedicating the modern Auditorium Paganini to his memory. Are you enjoying this deep dive into Paganini's life? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more captivating stories from Jet Set Misfortunes. Paganini toured extensively, mesmerizing audiences from Paris to Vienna. His charisma on stage was unmatched, but his lifestyle off stage continued to shock and scandalize. His 24 Caprices for solo violin remain among violin history's most challenging works. Yet, his fame often overshadowed his peers, creating tensions within the music world. Paganini became one of the first true superstars, with fans traveling far and wide just to see him perform. There is a myth that Niccolò Paganini's hands were unusually large or became longer due to his intense violin playing, but the reality is more complex. Paganini likely had a medical condition called Marfan syndrome or another connective tissue disorder, which would explain his exceptionally long fingers, flexible joints, and extraordinary reach. These traits gave him a natural advantage in executing his legendary techniques on the violin, like extended finger stretches and rapid movements. Paganini's unusually long fingers, thin frame, and remarkable flexibility are often cited as signs of the condition. If he did have Marfan syndrome, it might have helped him perform his complex violin techniques, like wide stretches and rapid movements, with greater ease than other musicians. There is no cure for Marfan syndrome, but treatments focus on managing symptoms and preventing complications. These can include medications to reduce stress on the heart, regular checkups for cardiovascular health, and sometimes surgery for serious conditions like an aortic aneurysm. As Paganini aged, his health began to deteriorate. Years of intense performances, potential syphilis treatments, and an unrelenting lifestyle took their toll. He eventually lost his voice and suffered from debilitating ailments. Paganini passed away in 1840 in Nice, France, leaving behind a legacy shrouded in brilliance and mystery. Even in death, Niccolò Paganini could not find peace. His extraordinary talent had sparked rumors of a pact with the devil, and the church refused him a proper burial. His body was denied entry to consecrated ground, and for decades, his remains were moved from place to place, like a cursed relic feared by the living. From Nice to Genoa, and then to Parma, his coffin wandered in exile, hidden in cellars and abandoned villas, as if the earth itself hesitated to claim him. It was only in 1896, more than 50 years after his death, that Paganini was finally laid to rest in Parma, his spirit forever intertwined with the legends of the supernatural. Niccolò Paganini remains one of the most iconic figures in music history. His compositions continue to challenge and inspire musicians around the world. Was Paganini truly touched by something alive? Was he otherworldly, or merely a man with extraordinary talent? Perhaps, like all legends, the truth lies somewhere in between. If you've been captivated by Paganini's story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Jet Set Misfortunes for more tales of brilliance and scandal. Your support helps us keep these incredible stories.